We start here at 6 with the Chicago police officer killed in the line of duty. Officer Krystal Rivera was shot in the back last night while on patrol in Chatham. The 4-year department veteran was working with her tactical team when they stopped a man near 82nd and Drexel. They believed the man was armed. The suspect ran to the second floor of an apartment building, and Rivera and her partner followed. Superintendent Larry Snelling says both were confronted by a second person in the apartment who was armed with a rifle pointed at the officers. One officer discharged their weapon. Police have not said if the suspects fired at officers. The investigation continues into what exactly happened and how Rivera was shot. Our Jermont Terry spoke one-on-one with Superintendent Snelling just moments ago and joins us now live. Jermont?
Joe, the community just came together here at 35th and King Drive to raise awareness about missing black and brown women who continue to vanish here in the city. Now, they are marching as we speak right down King Drive. But before they started marching, Superintendent Larry Snelling came out. Despite the long and heartbreaking night, he said he had to come out because this is exactly what the fallen officer was all about, saving lives. But they also, when it comes to this investigation, we asked the superintendent directly if the fatal shot did in fact come from the suspect. Here's what he had to say.
The investigation is still wrapping up right now, and as soon as we have every single fact in place, we're transparent, we're going to put that information out. So the investigation should be coming to a close soon, and as soon as it does, we're going to get you the information. So we never want to put information out until we have all of the facts.
And that's what the body cameras will obviously do.
Absolutely.
And of course, the body cameras will be key in this investigation. We know that COPA is handling the investigation. Superintendent, along with Mayor Brandon Johnson, was a part of this march, which is still taking place until 51st Street and King Drive here in the Bronzeville area. But Superintendent Snelling also pointed out that the department continues to wrap its arms around the fallen officer's family, Krystal Rivera's family, including her young child. He says they're going to be there for the days, months, and of course the years to come, but the priority right now is to deal with the grieving family, and they're going to work on this investigation, and as you heard him say, reveal all that they know as soon as possible. Reporting live with this breaking news update, Jermont Terry, CBS News, Chicago.
The 6th District has been hurting. Officer Rivera is the second officer killed in line of duty in the past 7 months. Reporting live in Auburn Gresham, Noel Brennan, CBS News, Chicago. Joe?
Noel, thank you very much. The investigation into Officer Rivera's death is still active. We will have updates through the evening on our website, cbschicago.com, and of course on CBS News Chicago tonight.
You know me how I'm rocking, man. I gotta keep my shit in order. Tryna cop that house, man. I wanna sit up on the water. You know me how I'm rocking, man. I gotta keep my shit in order. Tryna cop that house, man. I wanna sit up on the water. You know how I'm rocking, man. I gotta keep my shit in order. Tryna cop that house.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of People. Man, can I please get y'all to hit that thumbs up button and bang on my bell from the end. Subscribe to my channel. Now, if you ask me, notice I said me. Now, if you ask me, 99.9% of police officers get because of trying to be a superhero. Take their job too serious. You know, they think in their head that everybody's supposed to bow down. You know, bow down to the law. See, they think just because, you know, they graduate and things like that, and they got that badge on, and they armed with a vest on, you know, bullets can't go through that vest. Now, I said if you ask me, I'm not here to talk about nobody. I'm not here to judge nobody or nothing like that. Now, I just want to send out my deepest condolences to the lady family. You know, the young lady family, man, may she rest in peace. I'm sorry y'all gotta face this. I wish this on nobody. You know, and there's a lot of people out there probably say, oh man, he a sucker. You know what I mean? He take it up for the police. No, it ain't like that. It ain't like that. You know, I'm a godly man and I don't want to see nobody hurt, not even you. You could be the best person or the good person in the whole wide world. I don't want to see you shot laying on the ground and just sitting there until the ambulance, you know what I'm saying, come. Because sometimes, man, it be 130 degrees outside and people be getting shot. And they gotta lay there for 20, 30 minutes. So that's why I say, I think, honestly, they should ban guns, man. You know, I don't think anybody should be able to get hold to no gun. I think they should just ban it, if you ask me. You know, it's very, very sad to see this, you know what I mean? And then for them to, you know, have to make up a story saying that, oh, you know, somebody was in a building and they blew her down. No, big dog, you know you did that to your partner. Anybody that know about guns and stuff like that, they know, man, when them guns get to going off, man, them guns get to going off. You can barely touch that trigger. That's why when you hold that like this, you gotta keep your hand like this. If you know, even if you finna shoot, keep your hand kind of like this, bruh. Or, you know what I'm saying, like, you just gotta know how to shoot. Don't put your hand on that trigger. I'm telling you, because 99.9% of the time, man, that gun goes off when you don't want it to. It happened to me. I bought a brand new 9 Ruger. You know what I mean? I mean, straight out the box. I ain't no gun. I ain't know too much about real guns at this time. And after I got the gun loaded, I'm holding it down, and all I know is just boom. I say, oh shit. And it's so crazy because somebody was in the basement of the building that we stayed in, you know, and I could have killed them. The bullet had went through a file cabinet that we got in the crib, and thank God it went up and out the ceiling. Crazy. You know, now since I woke up this morning, you know, first I heard, you know, she got shot by somebody in the back. Then now I'm hearing, you know, she got shot in the neck. I don't know what to believe. I got this other last video I'm gonna show y'all, and then I'm gonna head on up out of here. I'm gonna get about y'all here. As y'all can see, and we all know, don't move to Chicago. For real. It ain't what you want. You don't wanna do that. Listen, honestly, to me, I got a right to speak my opinion. I wouldn't move to Chicago even if I had the best job in the world. For what? You move to Chicago, where you gonna go? Everywhere in Chicago is bad. You can barely go like down the street and buy a hot dog. You know, at a hot dog stand or something. And you can't go nowhere. You can't go to none of the events without shooting. You can't go to the parades in Chicago. I'm from Chicago. You can't go to nothing. You can't go to Navy Pier. You can't get on a train, the bus, and just ride and explore the city. And, you know, you got to worry about getting blew down. I'm dead serious, man. It's messed up in Chicago. I'd rather go somewhere like California or something like that, because you can get away in California. You can live in Escondido. It's beautiful. San Diego is beautiful. Only thing you gotta worry about is dope things and stuff like that. But them people, they everywhere. Them type of people, city people, they get on my nerve. You know, I be ready to bust on them, man. I be ready to, man, get out of my way. They think they taking over or something, man. You know, I don't care if you're a meth addict. I don't care if you're a dope fiend. Stop using that drug. Because, I'm going to do a video too later on, probably tomorrow about how these rappers and stuff, man, getting caught on interviews and things like that and dying off ass rolling in the back of their head and going to sleep while doing the interview and all this type of stuff. Man, if you don't think that's fentanyl, you too is dumb. The fentanyl make you numb and stop breathing and you go to sleep and you don't wake up. That's what fentanyl do. So yeah, I'm gonna show y'all this one last clip and then I'm gonna get on about y'all. Yeah, man, I want y'all to check this out because now, like I say, at first I showed y'all the first video. Now this the second video. It's a whole different ball game now. Now, you see what I'm saying? And it's gonna be another different ball game once all the autopsies and everything come in at the final say so. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. I already know what's gonna happen. I know what happened. I'm street smart. It's like I see it already. I can see the future. Trust me, I ain't even gonna say it, but I'm gonna just let y'all check this video out. Check it out.
And we begin tonight at 10 with breaking developments in the shooting death of Chicago police officer Krystal Rivera. Moments ago, we learned the 36-year-old mother was shot and killed by a fellow officer during a foot pursuit. Tonight, Jermont Terry is speaking with Chicago's police superintendent about the investigation. We start, though, with Charlie DeMar. He's live at the 6th District, where she's being remembered by the community tonight. Charlie.
And Joe, Krystal Rivera not only remembered as a Chicago police officer, but also as a devoted mother. As you just mentioned, we've learned from CPD that it is Rivera's partner who fired that fatal shot tonight. The Chicago Police Department asking for prayers not only for Rivera and her family, but also for her partner.
The weight of grief now drapes from the 6th District. It's the Southside community where Chicago police officer Krystal Rivera served for 4 years.
Officer Krystal Rivera.
Friends of Rivera say she fulfilled her lifelong dream of becoming an officer in 2021 when she was sworn in.
If you knew her, you knew that she was very determined, but she had such a sweet spirit and a gentle heart.
Chicago police say just before 10 p.m. Thursday on 82nd and Drexel, Rivera and her partner chased a man they thought had a gun. The suspect ran into a nearby building, up some stairs, and into an apartment. That's when police say a second person armed with a rifle pointed it in the officer's direction. One of the officers opened fire. Superintendent Larry Snelling made no mention of the suspect shooting back at the officers. A procession lined the streets as Officer Rivera's body was taken to the Cook County Medical Examiner's office, who determined late Friday the 36-year-old officer was fatally shot in the back.
They'll be able to determine by checking out the bullet that when the officer was shot with, what gun that came from, and that will determine whether or not it was the person with the rifle or perhaps it was one of the officers.
Dr. Carrie Steiner, a former CPD officer turned police and public service psychologist,
I started hearing from officers probably around 10:30.
Says she is particularly concerned about the officers in the 6th District who are in mourning once again. In February, a 27-year-old officer died by suicide, and last November, Officer Enrique Martinez, also assigned to the 6th District, was gunned down just blocks from where Rivera was killed.
And so this is a lot of cumulative trauma. And so I am really worried about all of the officers there and how they're feeling. I think that right now everybody's more so in shock.
And Chicago police say the investigation into the person who aimed that rifle towards the officers on scene, that investigation is still ongoing, and that person is in custody. Jermont Terry had the opportunity to take some of these questions about the investigation directly to Chicago Police Superintendent Larry Snelling. Hey, Jermont.
Charlie, you're right. I had a brief one-on-one with Superintendent Larry Snelling earlier today. Our police sources had already confirmed that the fallen officer was hit by friendly fire. But when I asked the question directly to the superintendent, he didn't dodge that question, but he did say they had to review all body cameras before they could speak publicly about what we know tonight. Do you know if this was accidental? What about the weapon of the gun?
So here's what I'll tell you about that. The investigation is still wrapping up right now, and as soon as we have every single fact in place, we're transparent, we're going to put that information out.
Chicago Police Superintendent Larry Snelling responding directly to my question of how CPD fallen officer Krystal Rivera was shot. After Officer Rivera and her partner chased a man into a building in the Chatham neighborhood.
We fight for who? We fight for her!
Despite a long and heartbreaking 24 hours, the superintendent, along with Mayor Brandon Johnson, still showed up to a rally in Bronzeville.
What better place to acknowledge her life, and the fact that she gave her life for the people who are out here right now today.
This group marched down King Drive to bring awareness of the unsolved cases of missing Black and brown women in Chicago.
She was going after the bad people who were doing harm to others, and she wanted justice. She wanted justice for the people that you see standing and marching and walking out here right now today.
Snelling says as the city and department mourn, it's just as important to remember the vow each officer takes to protect even when they are hurting.
Chicago Police Department, these members are my family. And when we lose a family member, it's tough, it's hard. But those family members are resilient, they're tough, they will want you to keep moving on.
Now, COPA is leading this ongoing investigation. Superintendent Snelling says as the investigation unfolds, the top priority tonight is the fallen officer's family, and now we know that also includes the partner who fired that shot. Reporting live outside CPD headquarters tonight, Jermont Terry, CBS News Chicago. Joe?
Jermont, thank you very much. We will keep on top of the investigation as well. Stay with us right here, or you can stream us anytime on CBS News Chicago.
So yeah, man, like I say, you see what I'm saying? They had to make up a story on us people. You know, it's always gotta be us doing the ones that's doing the shoot. The police, they can't make no mistake. They can't make not just one mistake, not even a half a mistake. I wonder if this police gonna go to jail for killing his partner. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe, you know, I don't know. We just gonna see. Like I say, my deepest condolences go out to the family. Man, I hate to see this. I hate to see anybody in this type of position. If you like to see the police dead, man, you a straight devil and stay far away from me. I don't like you type of people. So yeah, I just thought I'd bring this video to y'all. Can y'all please make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button and bang on bell for me and subscribe to the channel. And please, if y'all feeling generous, can y'all please make a small donation to my channel? I just thought I'd start bringing this up in my videos. Some of y'all already know what time it is. When I do that there, when I do it like that, yeah. I'm finna hit it, bro. It's deuces, it's deuces, it's deuces, 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 it's deuces, it's deuces, it's deuces, deuces, deuces. Hey, and we out of here. Ooh.
You know me how I'm rockin', man, I gotta keep my shit in order. Tryna cop that house, man, the one to sit up on the water. You know me how I'm rockin', man, I gotta keep my shit in order. Tryna cop that house, man, the one to sit up on the water. You know how I'm rockin', man, I gotta keep my shit in order. Tryna cop that house.